Do you wake up feeling exhausted even after a full night's sleep? After 70, your energy levels aren't just about how many hours you spend in bed. Thousands of seniors assume tiredness is just part of aging, but what if I told you that persistent fatigue isn't normal? It's your body sending warning signals you can't afford to ignore. In this video, I'll reveal 6 hidden reasons why you're still waking up tired after 70, and the simple changes that could transform your energy levels within days. Stay with me until the end because the last reason might surprise you. It's something most doctors never check, but it could be stealing your energy right now. Many people over 70 believe that waking up tired is simply the price we pay for getting older. We accept it, we adapt to it, and we lower our expectations for what a good day feels like. But after decades studying the health patterns of seniors, I've discovered that age-related fatigue isn't inevitable. It's often caused by specific hidden factors that, once addressed, can restore the energy you thought was gone forever. In fact, I've seen countless people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s reclaim the vitality they had years earlier once they identified and fixed these 6 hidden energy drains we're about to discuss. These aren't complicated medical treatments or expensive procedures. They're simple adjustments that anyone can make without dramatic lifestyle changes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own life and, more importantly, what specific steps to take to wake up feeling refreshed again. Imagine starting your day with real energy, enjoying your favorite activities without needing an afternoon nap, or having the stamina to truly engage with your family and friends. That's not just possible, it's achievable once you address these hidden causes. So let's get started. Cause 1. Hidden sleep disruptions. The most overlooked reason for waking up tired isn't about how long you sleep, but how deeply you sleep. As we age, our sleep architecture, the pattern of sleep cycles throughout the night, changes dramatically. Most people don't realize that after 70, your brain may no longer be reaching the deep, restorative stages of sleep, even when you're unconscious for a full 8 hours. Take Margaret and Elizabeth, both 78 years old. Margaret used to wake up exhausted despite sleeping from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. every night. She assumed her tiredness was just part of getting older. But then she discovered that the bright digital clock by her bed, the streetlight shining through her curtains, and the television she fell asleep to were all preventing her brain from reaching deep sleep. Margaret created a truly dark bedroom environment, eliminated blue light 2 hours before bed, and started using a white noise machine to mask disruptive sounds. Within a week, she noticed a dramatic difference in her morning energy. Elizabeth, on the other hand, continues to struggle with fatigue. She sleeps the same 8 hours as Margaret but hasn't addressed the hidden disruptions affecting her sleep quality. She keeps her phone by her bed, checks it when she wakes during the night, and doesn't realize that even brief exposure to that screen's blue light is destroying her deep sleep cycles. The result? Elizabeth spends plenty of time in bed, but her brain never fully enters the restorative phases she needs to wake feeling refreshed. Many people don't realize that as we age, our brains become more sensitive to sleep disruptions. Light, noise, medication timing, even slight temperature changes can prevent deep sleep. Light through your eyelids, even from a small power indicator on your TV, directly signals your brain to stay in lighter sleep stages, which is why you might spend 8 hours in bed but wake feeling like you barely slept at all. The solution isn't sleeping longer. It's sleeping deeper. Start by evaluating your bedroom like a detective, looking for anything that might be disrupting your brain's ability to reach deep sleep. Any source of light, even tiny LED indicators on electronics? Cover them or remove them completely. Keep your bedroom slightly cool, around 65 to 68 degrees, as your aging body may be more sensitive to temperature. Establish a consistent bedtime that aligns with your natural rhythms, and avoid eating within 3 hours of sleep. Your digestive system slows with age and late meals can prevent deep sleep. Ask yourself, is my bedroom truly optimized for deep sleep, or am I just focusing on getting more hours, not better quality? The difference between waking refreshed or exhausted often comes down to these simple environmental factors that we tend to overlook. Cause 2. Medication side effects. One of the most common yet frequently missed causes of morning fatigue after 70 is the very medications meant to keep you healthy. Many prescription and over-the-counter drugs can silently drain your energy, creating a persistent tiredness that most people simply attribute to aging. Consider Robert and James, both 76 and both taking medications for blood pressure. Robert noticed his energy declining and mentioned it to his doctor, who reviewed his complete medication list, including over-the-counter supplements. They discovered that one of his blood pressure medications was known for causing fatigue as a side effect. His doctor adjusted the dosage and timing, switching his medication to bedtime instead of morning. Within 2 weeks, Robert's morning energy improved dramatically. He still controlled his blood pressure but no longer felt that heavy morning exhaustion. James takes similar medications but assumes his tiredness is just part of getting older. He's never connected his fatigue to the pills he takes each morning. He doesn't realize that some medications affect energy directly, while others interfere with sleep quality, creating a double hit on his morning vitality. James continues to feel exhausted each day, not knowing that a simple medication adjustment could transform how he feels. What most people don't understand is that as our bodies age, we process medications differently. The liver and kidneys, which break down and clear drugs, work more slowly after 70, meaning medications stay in your system longer and often at higher levels. This can amplify side effects that younger people might barely notice, with everything from statins to antihistamines, blood pressure medications to sleep aids potentially contributing to that morning fog. The solution isn't stopping your medications but optimizing them with your doctor. Review everything you take, including over-the-counter products and supplements. Pay special attention to medications known for fatigue side effects, such as beta blockers, some antihistamines, anxiety medications, muscle relaxants, and certain pain relievers. Sometimes simply changing when you take a medication, from morning to evening or vice versa, can make a tremendous difference in your energy levels. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Cause 3. Silent nutrient deficiencies. As we age, our bodies undergo subtle but significant changes in how we absorb, process, and utilize nutrients. These changes, coupled with decreased appetite common in seniors, can lead to deficiencies that directly impact energy production without showing obvious symptoms. Dorothy and Susan, both active 81-year-olds, illustrate this difference perfectly. Dorothy makes nutrition a priority, focusing on nutrient-dense foods and taking targeted supplements her doctor recommended after blood testing. She includes protein at every meal, ensures adequate B12 intake through fortified foods, prioritizes iron-rich options, and takes a vitamin D supplement since she learned her levels were low. The result? Steady energy throughout her day and a refreshed feeling upon waking. Susan eats what she considers a normal diet. She's not hungry much these days, so she often has just toast for breakfast, tea for lunch, and a light dinner. Her doctor hasn't checked her nutrient levels in years, assuming her diet is adequate. What Susan doesn't realize is that her body is functioning in a state of multiple mild deficiencies. Her B12 levels have declined as her stomach produces less intrinsic factor needed for absorption. Her iron is suboptimal, affecting oxygen transport throughout her body. And her vitamin D levels have plummeted, reducing cellular energy production in every tissue. These invisible deficiencies leave her feeling constantly drained. Many seniors don't realize that their diminished appetite, narrower food preferences, and changes in digestion create the perfect storm for nutrient gaps that directly affect energy production. B12 deficiency alone, extremely common after 70, creates fatigue that mimics normal aging. Low iron reduces oxygen transport to every cell. Vitamin D deficiency, now understood to affect energy at the cellular level, is present in over 70% of seniors. And magnesium, essential for over 300 energy-producing reactions, is often suboptimal due to both dietary changes and medication interactions. Addressing these hidden deficiencies often produces remarkable energy improvements within weeks. The first step is proper testing. Ask your doctor for a complete nutritional panel including B12, ferritin, vitamin D, magnesium, and other key nutrients. Based on your results, targeted supplementation can help bridge specific gaps, but dietary changes matter most. Focus on protein-rich foods at every meal. Incorporate nutrient-dense options like eggs, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, and colorful vegetables. Even small portions of these foods can deliver significant nutritional benefits. Ask yourself, am I giving my body the raw materials it needs to produce energy, or am I assuming my light appetite is providing adequate nutrition? Understanding that your nutrient needs haven't declined with age can be the key to reclaiming your morning vitality. Cause 4. Dehydration you can't feel. One of the most surprising energy drains for people over 70 has nothing to do with sleep disorders, medications, or nutrient gaps. It's hidden dehydration, and it affects far more seniors than most people realize. What makes this cause particularly dangerous is that the thirst sensation diminishes with age, meaning your body may be severely dehydrated without you ever feeling thirsty. William and Thomas, both 83 years old, show the dramatic difference proper hydration can make. William makes hydration a priority, sipping water throughout the day, adding electrolytes to support proper fluid balance, and being mindful of increased fluid needs when taking certain medications or during hot weather. He keeps water by his bed, drinking some before sleep and upon waking. As a result, his blood flows efficiently, delivering oxygen to tissues. His brain maintains proper volume, and his energy production at the cellular level remains optimal. He wakes feeling clear-headed and ready for the day. Thomas, on the other hand, rarely feels thirsty, so he rarely drinks. He has coffee in the morning, maybe a small glass of juice with lunch, and occasionally water with dinner. What Thomas doesn't realize is that his body is operating in a state of chronic mild dehydration. His blood has become more concentrated, requiring his heart to work harder to pump it. Tissues throughout his body receive less oxygen. His brain has actually slightly decreased in volume due to water loss, and every cellular process that generates energy is compromised. The result is a persistent fatigue that feels like aging but is actually just thirst his body can no longer recognize. Most people don't realize that the thirst mechanism deteriorates significantly with age. Studies show that many seniors can be clinically dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all, making this one of the most missed causes of fatigue. At the same time, our total body water percentage naturally decreases with age, making proper hydration even more critical. Our kidneys become less efficient at conserving water, certain medications act as diuretics, and many seniors intentionally drink less to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, all creating the perfect conditions for chronic dehydration. The solution is surprisingly simple but requires intention, not thirst, as your guide. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water daily, spread throughout waking hours. But don't rely on plain water alone. Adding a pinch of salt or an electrolyte packet to 1 to 2 of those glasses can dramatically improve water absorption and tissue utilization. Start your day with a full glass of water before anything else. Position water containers in visible locations throughout your home as visual reminders, and consider setting gentle timer reminders until new habits form. A simple self-test for dehydration is to check your urine color, which should be light yellow, not dark or orange. Another is to gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand. If it doesn't rapidly return to normal position, your body is likely needing more fluids. Ask yourself, am I being proactive about hydration or waiting for a thirst signal that may never come? Proper hydration alone has transformed energy levels for countless seniors, often within days of making this simple change. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Cause 5. Undiagnosed sleep apnea. Imagine trying to rest while someone briefly covers your mouth and nose hundreds of times throughout the night. That's essentially what happens with sleep apnea, a condition that becomes dramatically more common after 70 yet remains undiagnosed in up to 80% of seniors who have it. The most dangerous aspect of sleep apnea is that you can have it for years without knowing. Episodes happen while you're unconscious, and most people have no memory of the repeated oxygen drops that prevent restorative sleep. Barbara and Helen, both 77, show how dramatically this hidden condition can affect quality of life. Barbara noticed her energy declining despite spending plenty of time in bed. Her husband mentioned that her breathing sometimes seemed to stop during sleep, and she often woke with headaches, dry mouth, and a feeling that she never truly rested. Concerned, she spoke with her doctor, who arranged a simple home sleep test. The results showed moderate sleep apnea, with her breathing pausing over 20 times per hour. After starting treatment with a small dental device that kept her airway open during sleep, Barbara's energy transformed within days. She suddenly felt like herself again, clear-headed and vibrant. Helen experiences similar symptoms, waking exhausted despite 8 hours in bed. She assumes this tiredness is normal for her age. She doesn't realize that her brain is never reaching deep sleep because it's constantly being jolted into lighter sleep stages by dropping oxygen levels. Her heart is strained by these oxygen fluctuations. Her blood pressure rises during these episodes, and her brain and body never truly recover from each day. What seems like normal aging is actually a treatable condition stealing her energy night after night. Sleep apnea risk increases significantly with age as throat muscles naturally lose tone, soft tissues in the neck become more relaxed, and weight distribution changes, even in otherwise healthy seniors. Adding to the problem, many older adults sleep on their backs more often due to joint pain, increasing airway collapse. The condition not only causes fatigue but raises risks for high blood pressure, heart problems, memory issues, and stroke, making identification and treatment even more important. The signs to watch for include waking with a dry mouth or headache, loud snoring with pauses in breathing that others might notice, gasping or choking during sleep, excessive daytime sleepiness despite adequate time in bed, and increasing bathroom trips during the night, not just to urinate, but because your body is waking you up during breathing pauses. If you notice these signs, speak with your doctor about a sleep evaluation, which can often be done with simple equipment in your own home. Treatment options have improved dramatically in recent years. While CPAP machines are still considered the gold standard for severe apnea, many people with mild to moderate cases can benefit from dental devices, lifestyle modifications, or even specialized tape designed to encourage nose breathing during sleep. Addressing undiagnosed sleep apnea often creates one of the most dramatic energy transformations, with many seniors reporting they feel years younger within just weeks of starting treatment. Cause 6. Hidden inflammatory response. The final and perhaps most overlooked cause of persistent morning fatigue after 70 is chronic low-grade inflammation throughout the body. While we typically associate inflammation with obvious signs like pain, redness, or swelling as we age, our bodies often develop silent inflammation that produces few obvious symptoms except one: profound fatigue. Richard and Daniel, both active 79-year-olds, illustrate how dramatically inflammation can affect energy. Richard maintained a diet rich in colorful vegetables, healthy fats, and limited processed foods. He prioritized consistent gentle movement, managed stress through daily meditation, and ensured adequate sleep. The result? His inflammatory markers remained low, his cells functioned efficiently, and he maintained steady energy throughout his days, waking refreshed and ready for activity. Daniel, however, consumed a diet high in processed foods, refined carbohydrates, and inflammatory oils. He was consistently stressed about world events, spending hours watching troubling news, and his sleep was frequently disrupted. What Daniel didn't realize was that his body was in a state of constant low-grade inflammation, the immune system never fully resting, his microbiome imbalanced from poor diet, and stress hormones chronically elevated. This invisible inflammatory state forced his body to divert energy to immune function and repair, leaving little for daily activities. The result was a bone-deep exhaustion that seemed like normal aging but was actually his body's inflammatory response. Most people don't realize that aging itself increases inflammatory markers in the body, a process researchers call inflammaging. But this natural increase can be dramatically amplified by diet, stress, environmental toxins, sedentary behavior, and disrupted sleep. Common medications like NSAIDs, often used for typical age-related aches and pains, can ironically increase gut permeability over time, potentially worsening the very inflammation they were meant to address. Reducing this hidden inflammation often creates remarkable improvements in energy, sometimes within days. The most powerful approach is dietary, reducing or eliminating the major inflammatory triggers: sugar, refined grains, industrial seed oils, and ultra-processed foods, while increasing natural anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, turmeric, ginger, colorful berries, and leafy greens. Equally important is stress management, as stress hormones directly trigger inflammatory cascades. Gentle movement, particularly in nature, has powerful anti-inflammatory effects without overtaxing aging joints and muscles. A simple blood test called high-sensitivity C-reactive protein can reveal if inflammation is likely affecting your energy, but even without testing, most seniors benefit from an anti-inflammatory approach. Ask yourself, is my lifestyle feeding inflammation or fighting it? The difference can transform not just your energy but your overall health and longevity. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. As we've explored these 6 hidden causes of morning fatigue after 70, one truth becomes clear: waking up tired isn't the inevitable price of aging. It's almost always the result of specific underlying factors that can be identified and addressed. Whether it's optimizing your sleep environment, adjusting medications, addressing key nutrient gaps, ensuring proper hydration, treating undiagnosed sleep apnea, or reducing chronic inflammation, each of these factors can be improved, creating significant changes in how you feel when you open your eyes each morning. Most importantly, these aren't issues that require complex medical interventions or dramatically overhauling your life. They're subtle adjustments, fine-tuning aspects of health that become increasingly important as we age. The human body, even in its later decades, has a remarkable capacity to respond when we address these underlying causes. I've seen countless people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond reclaim energy they thought was lost forever once they identified their specific fatigue triggers. Think about which of these 6 factors might be affecting your life. Start with the ones that seem most relevant to your situation. Make one small change at a time and notice how your body responds. Remember that morning energy isn't just about feeling good, it's about having the vitality to fully engage with life, to participate in activities you love, and to maintain independence and joy in your later years. Your body isn't designed to feel exhausted every morning, regardless of your age. The energy you had in your 60s isn't gone forever. It's just waiting for you to address these hidden drains. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed, to approach each day with enthusiasm, and to enjoy the vibrant life that's still very much available to you, even after 70. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing which of these 6 causes surprised you most and how you plan to address it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.